Political opponents of Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu are calling for him to resign after Israeli police recommended his indictment on charges of bribery and breach of trust. Netanyahu denies the allegations, and as Chris Mitchell reports, some believe the entire investigation adds up to a political coup by legal means.
The leader of Israel's far-left Meretz party demanded Israeli Prime Minister Netanyahu step down.
A prime minister who is accused of the most serious offense for a public servant in the Israeli rulebook cannot keep serving for even one more day. He must resign today. Israel must go to elections.
Former Foreign Minister Tzipi Livni added to the chorus, saying Netanyahu reacted like a mob boss. Others see an entrenched bureaucracy at work.
We have some serious problems with what we call our deep state in Israel, where you have unaccountable clerks and public servants who stay on forever, and they have a very clear political agenda, which is not the agenda of the elected government or of the people who elected them.
Since the late 1990s, when Netanyahu first served as prime minister, he and his wife Sarah have faced 22 separate investigations.
The left, on the other hand, has completely discredited itself from so many different perspectives that it really has no chance of winning an election in the foreseeable future. They can't deal with the competence that he is bringing to bear in the prime minister's office that's making people like him or vote for him, even if they don't like him. And this is despite the fact that the media treatment of Netanyahu has been overwhelmingly and consistently negative for the past generation.
Middle East expert Carolyn Glick believes the police, the judiciary, and the media are determined to undermine Netanyahu. Glick sees a mirror image between what's happening here with Netanyahu and in the U.S. with President Trump.
They can't find an underlying crime, and so they're trying to go on process crimes. In Israel's case, in Netanyahu's case, they're saying that Netanyahu was bad because he made a deal which was legal, that the regulators approved, and they're trying to do this in order to unseat a sitting prime minister.
Despite the legal cloud, Glick sees hope for Israel's prime minister.
I don't think this is going to work in Israel's case because, again, the public supports Netanyahu, not because we love him, but because he's an excellent prime minister. We all should be disturbed both by what's happening in the United States and what's happening in Israel, obviously, and what's happening throughout the Western world, that we're seeing more and more of this trend, and it really has to be addressed and overturned.
Israel's Attorney General will make the final determination of any indictment of Netanyahu. His office has indicated there's not a specific deadline, and it's possible the decision may not come until the spring. Chris Mitchell, CBN News, Jerusalem.